I'm one of the, represent one of the organising bodies for the conference, and I've got a long involvement with problem gambling in this country and globally. So in giving my opening address, apart from welcoming people, I was really wanting to provide some context, both for the theme of the conference, which is looking at change and the potential for, for that to go in positive or negative directions, and also I wanted to provide some history, some background, how gambling has evolved, developed globally, and particularly within the New Zealand context, how problem gambling has been assessed, our understanding has increased. New Zealand was one of the first countries to really grapple with problem gambling seriously. We introduced legislation here, putting gambling in a public health framework, and that was the first in the world. It's still actually very unusual. And there's a very high level of public awareness and extensive service provision. However, having said that, and a lot of the stuff's positive, and there are some signs that problem levels are dropping, having said that, there are still considerable knowledge gaps. We don't really know which of the services are working well and for which groups of people. It looks like problem gambling and harms are starting to reduce, and that may be due to policies and services and what have you. But again, we don't know with a high degree of confidence whether that's the case. It's still likely that disadvantaged groups are still heavily impacted. There's a national study just going into the field next week, which I'm directing, and that will help to clarify that. So again, I was really just wanting to describe some of the background, some of the context, particularly for international visitors. In terms of harm, pokies, particularly outside casinos, they account for the largest share of harm. Some other forms of gambling also have negative impacts, but there are not so many people involved in them. And also in New Zealand and Australia, gaming machines really are dominant.